Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We have already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's hit the post! Rafael Leao. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Gabbia and Tomori. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. And this Batistuta. Decent chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Not the most accurate pass. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. That's a shade optimistic. And they're back on the ball again. Batistuta! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
It's an old saying, but it's still as true as ever. The first yard's in the head, and look at the way he was so quick off the mark there.
Atalanta are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And here's Fulkrug. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Baresi. Out to the right. Ricci. Rafael Leao. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Schneider. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Fofana and Tomori. Fofana. And it's Ricci. Akanji. Fofana and Tomori. And it's Sailamakers. 15 minutes till half-time. Estupinian. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. And he's taking no chances there. And that is a little undercooked. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Fofana. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here.
Pretty robust defending.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Batistuta. Schneider. Batistuta in with the challenge. Modric. Here's Rafael Leao. Gabia. Salmakas. And it's Fofana. And it's Salamakas. Now it's Fulkrug. Oh, this is a great position. Schneider. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Modric. Estupinian. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. And the first half is done. Some first half thoughts?
Milan really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And we are back underway.
Well, I think they have to be...
And Batistuta! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Atalanta find a position of real strength now. Rijkaard. McTominay. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Schneider. Modric. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a good ball. And the shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down. Look, they've had their chance to regroup.
Oh no, what has happened here? Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Bastoni. And it's Rijkaard. To Barella. Rijkaard. McTominay. Baresi. And it's McTominay.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
And it's Barella. Now McTominay. Baresi. Just Modric! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Milan have their second corner now. Rijkaard with the clearance. And it's Ricci. Chance for a shot! just couldn't stay down for him. Oh no, this does not look good. Full crook. It's Modric! It's bounced back off the post. Played into the box. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Barella. And it's McTominay. And here's Fulkrug. Good pressure, determined, intense. Rafael Leao. Modric. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Modric. Crunching tackle. Oh, it's Batistuta. And here's Fulkrug. Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. Nicked it back promptly.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's been caught napping. Lovely feet. He's got away. Oh, that's nice. Dumfries stood his ground strongly. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Crossed into the middle.
Milan really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
It's a loose ball. A whisker away from making it 4. Tomori. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rafael Leao has been caught there, it's a foul. Baresi has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Modric! Rising over the bar. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's decided to go for it. Good catch by the keeper, though pretty much straight at him. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And as you can see, we've already started here. Modric. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Serbia has produced some fine defenders in recent times, Peter, and this player, Pavlovic, is about as physically dominant and uncompromising as they come. His game can look a bit chaotic at times, but that's just because of his all-action style. He's simply relentless.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Rabiot. Modric. Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for options for movement. The Stupinian picks it up now. He's going for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Akanji does well to get it back. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Pulisic. Salmakers out towards the flank. Played towards the other side. Salmakers. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's well spotted. Fofana. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pulisic. And it's Modric. Ricci. Pavlovic. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Fofana. And it's Salmakers.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ricci. Played out to the left flank. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Tomori. He's a sharp little ball here. Tomori getting this one clear. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Can he get it through? He's found a way through. This looks promising. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rafael Leao! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. They've played it short. Now the ball, terrific header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Pulisic. Rabiot. Well, now here's it's Rabiot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And here's Rafael Leao. And he's intervened well there. Modric. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pulisic receives it in a good position here. Ricci. Rafael Leao. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, look, there's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Ricci.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Tomori. Modric. Now it's Rafael Leao. That's a delicate pass. Oh, cracking ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're underway again. So the first half brought no goals. And it's Modric. And he's being shifted off it. Pavlovic. Here's Rafael Leao. Estupinian. And it's Modric. Now it's Rafael Leao. Referee's given a throw. Not the most accurate pass. Estupinian. Ricci. Modric. Played out to the right. Modric. Rafael Leao. Oh, this is... Takes a shot! It's there! The second half sparks straight into life. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Rabiot. Milan looking to pass their way through. Rafael Leao. He is through here. And it's Rabiot. Now Ricci. Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He slings it in. Akanji attempts a clearance. Estupinian. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Rafael Leao. Strong running down that left flank. He has found the way through. Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Modric. The message is clear, none shall pass. Estupinian, Pavlovic, and Tomori. Salmakers, Tomori, Estupinian, Pavlovic, and Tomori. Ricci, and it's Rabiot. No, that's been intercepted. Rafael Leao. Estupinian.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Estupinian.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Decent progress down the left. Estupinian could try cutting inside here. And it's Rabiot. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's going in strongly.
Spread out to the left. Rafael Leao. Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Estupinian. Rafael Leao is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Milan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Rabiot, and we're done. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We have already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Rabiot makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's a really reliable, accurate passer, but he doesn't just knock it sideways. He's always looking for that forward pass. Killer ball. He's a nightmare to defend against, because if you leave him the tiniest of gaps, then he'll find it.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. It's a searching pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's picked it up out wide. Rabiot. Oh, good spread. Now it's Selmakers. He's picked his way through. Modric. That has been slung wide. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And the pass is intercepted. Lukaku. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. Thuram! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rabiot. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, that's fabulous. Ricci gets it clear. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Barella. Çalhanoğlu. Modric. Now it's Rafael Leao. De Vrij stands tall and stands strong. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Rafael Leao. Modric. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Di Marco. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He is through here. That could spell trouble. Chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lukaku couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Serginho. Played out to the left flank. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Good ball, good take. And he's on, great chance! It's bounced back off the post. Estupinian gets into some space. They've got to be quick to recover this. Akanji attempts a clearance. Real chance! We've got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter. Oh no, this does not look good.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Thuram. Berardi. That ball looks a good one. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rabiot. Looking for the run. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
That was travelling. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rabiot. And it's Ricci. Who's looking wide. Berardi makes the interception. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Thuram. Rabiot. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them, the score 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun. Thuram! And one more try! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. Berardi, Serginho, and he's had a hit! Missed by a fraction. Estupinian. Here's Rafael Leao. Ricci. Rabiot. And it's Modric. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And that has left him in a heap. Ricci. Can he get it through? Estupinian looking to hit the byline. A header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Searching pass he's played there. And he's on his way! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Akanji. Now it's Selmakers. He's got away. Well timed, excellent interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Modric. Estupinian. Çalhanoğlu puts his foot on the gas, and he's managed to get free. Ricci did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man. Mignon claims it. Safe hands. Ricci. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Akanji calmly anticipates.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He has found the way through. DiMarco has been caught there, it's a foul.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 4.
Mignon gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Now it's full Krug. He's had it nicked away. And it's Modric. Serginho gets across to intercept that. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
To Fry. And here's Fratesi. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Fratesi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Estupinian.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's full Krug. And it's made its way to... Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? De Vrij getting this one clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Martinez. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Could try cutting inside here. Swings in across. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's going for goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, good-looking ball. And there goes the final whistle. Milan bow out, defeat. Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged. They cannot stand losing to each other. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there's
the header! In he goes again! And that is doing no harm at all.
Mbappe really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Son Heung-min goes on a charge down the left. That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard with the delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Son Heung-min. Palmer. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Messi. Good ball, good take. Look at the space here. And the shot! Well, now it's a run, and it's come back out to him. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rijkaard, an instinctive delivery. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the finish! Off the post! That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi, in with the challenge. Van Dijk. And it's Caicedo. It's a promising position. Not the most accurate pass. Out for a throw. Camavinga, and it's Son Heung-min. And they win it back again. Son Heung-min really struggling to him. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Camavinga. Caicedo. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played out towards the right wing, and it's Messi. Camavinga just eases him off the ball.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Played out to the left flank, and he's straight offside. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Kane. Now it's Messi.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's through here. And this is Messi, and he whips it in. That's a decent clearance. Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Messi, good purposeful running this. Hazard! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, no joy this time. Son Heung-min. Camavinga. For Palmer. Now it's Kane. Out to the right. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. That has been cut short. Now it's Kane. Caicedo, spread it left. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Elects to cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now it's Hazard. He has found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a throw. And it's Messi. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And this is Messi. It's a threatening shot at goal! And he's there to belt it away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's having a shot! He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. And he's cut it out. Played up towards the front line. That is good alertness. Skim. Mbappe! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min going face to... It's Son Heung-min! Rising over the bar.
Arsenal are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. He can run onto that. And he's quick to get it clear again. Turns and goes back. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi, and he shoots! It's in! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Manchester United. Mbappe! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's become a case of men against boys. Messi, some good work on the right flank here. He's found a way through into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Played out to the right, and he's managed to get free.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Oh, he really got hold of that. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Camavinga. And that has left him in a heap. And here's Mbappe. And time is up. Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Knocks it into space. And this is Lukaku, and he's onside. Lukaku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that, but I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Son Heung-min.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
He is through here! Oh, what has happened here? Referee has just said play on. Oh, easy pickings there. Palmer. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fernandez gets a cross in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Lukaku. Good ball over the top. And he cuts out the supply. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Palmer. Mbappe. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Akbaba. It's played through for him. Just the goalkeeper.
Decent chance! Goal! Inter!
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And here's Mbappe. Palmer. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Caicedo. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's delightful. Tries to play it through. There's the delivery. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And he was quick to react.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
DiMarco. Lukaku looks to get on the end of this. And it's Son Heung-min. Chouameni. And it's Minamino. Now it's Akbaba, looking to play him in. Well-timed, excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Fernandez.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Palmer. Spread it left.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Minamino. Caicedo. Threads one in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're underway again.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, it's come loose.
Has a shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out wide.
And he's had a hit!
Oh, just wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That is good strength. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Arsenal have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Minamino. Just about up to the hour now. Akbaba. Well read, nice interception. And it's Fernandez. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hakimi. Cross needs to be good. Cleared without hesitation. Nicely weighted ball. In again. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, well played, well sorted out. There could be trouble here. Oh, he's been caught napping. He has found the way through. Fernandez. Couldn't squeeze it through. Quansah. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Mbappe. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Bastoni gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Fernandez. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Minamino. Lukaku. Valverde providing an outlet on that flank. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Aimed beyond the defence. Lukaku chasing after it. And he's been shifted off it. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He's got away. That's very neat. And he's managed to get free.
Mbappe! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it!
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Arsenal complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Son Heung-min in acres of space out wide.
Shapes to shoot! Fantastic from Fernandez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And that's that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done.